As you see here on the left, I moved up to slide number 2. And I want you to pay attention to what's happening here on top of the screen. All the tools I have are here. And here's nothing. But when I click an element, just watch it now. When I click this element, we get something that's called format. We can do something to this image. And I just click this, and here suddenly we get a new world of possibilities. If I just hover the mouse over these images, these small icons, thumbnails, you can see that it has a great influence on the images. So I can soften up, I can make the reflection down below, as you see, make a heavy frame, even heavier frame, small frame, make it a round image, and again you just click the small arrow and you have lots of different ways to present your image. Again, I emphasize, don't overdo this. Choose 1 or 2 effects on your images, because that gives the whole presentation the calmness that you need. Because if you make too many changes, too many new appearances on the stage when you are making this presentation for a group of people, for your fellow students, then it's very often making confusion. They get confused and they are expecting something to happen, and they stop listening to you, and then you're doing a bad job, because you are going to tell something about the blacksmith, and you need a style, a complete style. So let's say I like this one. I use this one on this image. Then I can move, just click the next. I can do the same here. As you see, nothing here now, but when I click the element like this, I can again open up here, and I can find the same image, the same format change that I want to have on all my images. Format, next, like this. And again, I'm wrapping it all into one presentation, because the images have the same shape, the same form, and it all makes one complete presentation. So never overdo it. So if you look at the left now, I've done this to all my images. So now there's only one final adjustment I need to do, and that is to go to every slide and check the balance of the image. If I just go to the first one, page number 2, or slide number 2, how can I find the right balance so that it does not stand on the left side or a little bit too much to the right? I want to balance it out. What do? Well, I go up to View button. What do I want to view? I want to have a ruler, and the ruler, that gives me the possibility to orientate about the margins, but it can be a bit difficult. So I can go to View again, and this time I check the guides. And this is very nice, because this is the exact center of the image, and here you have this button. This is the middle of the image. So if I just left click, hold down and drag it, I can adjust it to the mid position of the screen. If I click on slide number 4, you can see this is very much over to the left side. Just click it, move it a little bit, just test it out, and here it is. If I go to the next slide, this one is out as well. I can click like this, and to be able to fine adjust it, I can use the arrows on the keyboard as well, and just take it to the left or to the right. I can take it up, and I can take it down, and then you have very good control over the way you present your images. So maybe I want this just more or less in the middle, the center of the whole page like this. then I would have to do this with the other one as well. And you see, this is much higher. So I just highlight it and use my arrow keys and move it down. And I believe this is right. So when these two slides are changing from this to this one, there shouldn't be any jumping or anything that would take the interest from the audience away from me and to what's going on the stage. It's going to be very calm, the whole presentation. So now there's only one thing we have to do, and that is to find the way we want the pages to appear, page after page, and then save it. That we'll do in the next video.